Welcome to Angelo's Tennis. This is going to be the coaching version of this video. I have another version with no coaching. And part of the reason I'm doing this is for anyone, if anyone was watching my channel before, I have copyright strikes. So I made this video for that reason, so that now I can coach my own videos. And we can see here I'm playing a friend of mine that I play a lot. So a little background here. He is around 60 years old. I am 41 right now. And he's using the new Federer racket that came out. I'm not sure what it's called. It was a 10.6 or 300 gram racket. It's like 9 points headlight. So he's a little bit off here in the beginning. I can tell you that 100%. Second set's a little better. It's not a racket that he's used to using. So with that being said, let's start the video. Now we just warm up for a few minutes. We don't warm up serves, so we didn't even warm up serves before this video. I play him like once every couple weeks. That's about all I play. He plays the same, and I think he plays doubles once or twice a week. And for the most part, I'm trying to serve somewhat aggressive, even though it's hard to tell with this video that I'm nowhere near where I should be when it comes to serving aggressive. So the serve doesn't really have as much pop as it should, even though sometimes it's effective. You can see that one there. I remember this here is actually a very difficult shot. I remember my positioning was a little bit off. I still made the shot. Hard to tell in video, but that's what it felt like. I don't really have any strategy here. I'm going to mostly focus on me. I don't really have any strategy going into this. I said it's just for fun. Although this is something I would use here, you can kind of see I'd probably play more. If I did have a strategy, I would play aggressive on the serve and more defensive in general. But it's difficult to play defensive when you're playing someone like this because, again, it's hard to see in the video. But when he gets a forehand, he can really hit it well. It's really hard to even play defense. I mean, I have to be back there by the fence. Let's take a look at that again. Now, even though I feel like I play pretty well, shots like that, I probably wouldn't make that mistake if I was playing more. And I think that's important to mention because that is uh, that's a factor that plays into most people playing well. And this is that when I say we're playing once a week or once every 2 weeks, you can see this is really 30 minutes, 30 minutes of tennis every couple weeks. Now he missed that volley. Definitely should have made that volley. I'm not even sure what happened there. Now this is interesting to mention here. This corner, I put the conditions in the beginning because this is also important. This court kind of slants down this way, and it's noticeable. You feel it, and you'll see when I hit a kick serve out this way. Really, it'll kick. It'll be easier. And here we can see this one again. When the ball on the serve goes out wide, where the player has to move even a little bit. If he doesn't have to move, it's not as bad. Even if it has to move a little bit, there is no way around it. The only thing you can do is play back this way, just to the middle of the court. If you try to do anything else, you more likely than not will make an error. Something about this corner, with the way the ball moves, and it's not just because it's a difficult shot. He's kind of moving out wide. If you tried it like there, you could see he's trying to do something. Maybe he's trying to pass. It's impossible. And I think that's important to mention because that plays a factor in playing on this court and who's going to win. There he just kind of obliterates the ball past me. And if you look at this ball, I'm not even really hitting it like hard or anything. And you can see how he's like 3 feet behind the baseline and it's bouncing up near his head. I'm not even trying to do that really. And this guy's like 6'2", 6'3" or something. I don't even know if these balls are new. They're newish. See, there's an example there. If you really watch the ball, you can see it. It really just dips, and all I can do is chip it back. And you really have to feel it to understand it. You'll see throughout this match that no one's doing anything from that corner. There's an ace there. And there's a pretty good kick serve. If you want to know how I did that, I have a video on the kick serve. That's exactly what I did there. Racket goes around. Imagine myself wearing a chef's hat. The racket goes around the chef's hat. Now see, had that been on this side, he wouldn't even have made the return. Yeah, that's an example of what I talk about the tennis book that I talk about. Serve goes to the corner, not hit like super hard or anything, hits the spot, and then I have a volley here, and all I need to do is hit the corner. And you can see the volley isn't like, the volley isn't super knifed or anything or super sliced. At that point, all I need to focus on is hitting the corner. No one's going to get that. And if they do, I get the easiest overhead of my life. You can see the windscreen's back there. It didn't feel that windy, but in this video it was certainly somewhat windy. It's funny, someone mentioned that this video was boring, and I will say that I had to inquire, but from my standpoint, it could be a lot more interesting for sure. The guy I'm playing here is super aggressive, and if he played less aggressive, for sure, like right there, I mean, that ball's hit pretty tough. Even that, this, you can see I'm on defense. You know, if there was more rally balls being hit, then this is a pretty good point. But the points would look more like this for sure, and they'd be more from a watching standpoint. It might be, you could say it's more interesting, but that's just the way, you know, that's how it goes. There he goes for a tweener. Usually he makes that. That was a tough one. Yeah, it came out here. It looks like it's going to be 6-1. I thought I was playing somewhat well. But like I said, he had the that racket is not what he's used to. And these courts are fast. I'd say they're on the higher slick. They're tending towards really fast and slick. You can see there's a nice passing shot off of an overhead. and you can see the player comes to the net. Right here, all I'm focusing on is hitting this spot right here. I don't really need to worry about what he's doing. I'm either going to hit this spot or I'm going to hit this spot. If I hit it, it was really good there. There's nothing he can do about it. There we see again an example of what I'm saying about this corner. And there's a lot of courts like this. This is the things that aren't mentioned that can play into how a player feels about playing well, etc. I thought this was a nice point to end the set with a swing volley from the baseline.